Alright, let's get ready to turn in our assignment. Zeppel's in the faculty room, so let's get that show on the road. I think the only way you can really fail this assignment is if you go back and sell all the ingredients before you go here. I think that's the only way you can really fail it. Of course, now we get to learn how to synthesize. And of course, when we get a new recipe, this, and will of course tell us the base item that we can make with it. And of course derivatives and things like that. We'll be getting more into that when the time comes. Yeah, blueprint is pretty accurate. Yes, it's that important. And of course we have a cauldron in our own workshop, but we'll be using this one for the tutorial. We select our item, and in the lower right hand corner there's the ether level. It will tell you ether levels will determine what abilities are on the item that you create. Certain abilities only show up at certain intervals in the ether levels, in certain ether level ranges. Some are aesthetic, like the powdery. Some are spells, like healing. Some are actually ability increases, like, as you can see, HP plus S, which is a small amount. And each item, as you can see, corresponds to a different color or element, and you want to match that so you can, of course, increase the ether level. If you hit one that is neutral towards it, such as if it's water and you get it earth and you choose earth, then I'll most likely either lower it or just keep it neutral. If you choose one that's opposite, it will lower it, and you may want to do that for certain item, like side quest items. So that's why you probably won't be doing that too often, because it gets annoying to make it and then make it again and then make it a third time, because they're going to want ones with certain attributes, and generally you won't even know what those attributes are until you try to make it. And it'll be a lot of trial and error, but I will be showing those off. And I'll be showing you the ether ranges that you need to actually get certain things for those side quests. Of course, since our first assignment is complete and we've got everything, we get an A. 4 stars. Yay! It's like kindergarten. And of course, every week we get a new class and we get to choose it. Well, week 2 is done. It looks like another teacher's room, huh? I wonder which one it is. I mean, obviously it's not Zeppel. I mean, it looks nothing like his. But that's something we can worry about later. So we're going to check out some of the other areas. And this one's a little scene you can see during this time. You'll actually be able, well, actually, I think the first time you ever go to the campus grounds, you'll see this scene. Until, like, after a certain number of chapters, you won't see this scene anymore. It's actually kind of funny when you, well, It's funny that he's actually called a Mana of Cold, and we'll get to why that's funny a little later on. But for right now, it seems that Flay is trying to get a mana. And with that out of the way, we can actually go here for the real purpose, which is to see one of the other stores that you can go to. And of course, one of the few beast ladies here. Our pet cat. Or partner cat, I don't know, probably pet. And of course, you don't need about plenty of balls, you're going to get plenty of those. You will be coming back here for probably Legion Steel, and of course recipes that they get every new chapter. Also, we're going to go to the student store. No, we've already been there. We're going to go to the cafeteria, which is another one of the shops that you can go to. This one has all the food-based recipes and items that you need for, well, alchemy. And a nice little tangerine head, well, more like a peach-headed lady here. And we can now make flour. And when you should always buy your recipes first. Like at the beginning of the week, just buy recipes. And then if you have some money left over, of course, buy the ingredients. Always at least have one of everything. If they sell it, buy one of it. Preferably two, because you may need to do multiple ones for some reason or another. And of course, the infirmary also has recipes, usually the healing types. You know, your healing jar, your nectars, and other healing items later on in the game. Of course, and every week, well, not every week, but every new chapter, you should always check all the stores before you do anything else. Just check all the stores, buy your new recipes, start getting ready to just start making stuff at the beginning of the week. It makes the rest of the week a lot easier to deal with. Before you get assignments and everything like that, just do that. That's what I'm going to do. And of course, right here is, well, we can't go here just yet. We'll be going here a little later. But it's really conveniently right next to our workshop. Of course. Go get some clear wire. And we can't make those items yet because we need a cartato, which are in the cafeteria. Okay, I'm gonna go to the cafeteria and get them. There, back, got them. Now we can actually make items. Alright, as you can see, these are tannish, so that means they're earth type. And of course, you always want to check your support, see if they can actually help you out. Because later on, it gets really, really useful because some of them have like plus 50% ether level, which makes it a lot easier to make something. And sometimes when you make an item, you get a little scene with one of your classmates, and they give you a derivative item. Well, or inspirational item. Wait, I'm sorry, this is called derivative item. Because it derives from, of course, them saying, hey, let's make something like this, but different. And you can get inspirations by just trying to use different items. As you can see, when you choose an item for synthesis, there's multiple ones, and you'll be getting a lot of different items, and you may be able to make a completely new item, and that's called inspirational. And now we get the new recipe salt. We can't make salt yet, but we have the recipe. This will be happening a lot throughout the game. You'll get new recipes, but you can't make them until you get the item that you make them with. Usually, by the time, and the goat smell is a little weaker, so we don't need to use that. By the time you get to it, usually it's within a chapter or two that you'll be able to make it. There's rarely ones that take a lot of chapters before you make it. And with clear wire, it's actually pretty easy to time. It's pretty much you time it right to the one before the one you actually want. Hit the X button, then it usually works like 98% of the time. Or if you're really good at timing, 100%. So we're gonna save real quick, and now we're gonna go and, well, get our new assignment. Really, there's nothing else to do. We could go back to the Living Forest, but there's no point in going there. We don't have access to our grow book yet, so it'll just be kind of pointless. And
Hello.
we don't need money.
What can I help you with? These are the courses you can currently accept.
Alright, combat
Would you
basics.
like to take
Even though
this
we've already
course?
stabbed a couple things in the face, now we get to really learn how to do it.
Please head to your classroom on time.
Now I'm gonna tell you this, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, it's gonna take a while before it gets really interesting battles going on. So before we get to the really cool stuff about battles, it's gonna take a while, but when it hits there, we're gonna have a lot of fun. Oh, you guys have a lot of fun seeing how these battles go. Oh, so it's kind of like military camp, you know. You learn your CQ, you know, everyone learns actually how to fight, just in case somebody tries to take you. Yeah, makes sense. I like this t-shirt. Quick and to the point. Huh, wow, that is very convenient, because our battle party is exactly 3 people. Yeah, you can't fail this one either. And they give you some items. Nectars, oh, I can't remember what nectars do. I think nectars actually restore, yeah, nectars restore SP. They're also kind of expensive. The way you'll be able to make them is actually pretty nice. But we have a new place we're going to, and of course, before we do that, we're going to get some weapon improvements and armor improvements as well. Because right now, all of our stuff has no attributes whatsoever. So, off to weapon and armor crafting.